What's new by the bayou?
Princess the Bear, today we're at Disney's Port Orleans because it's time to walk along the bayou.
We're going to Riverside and French Quarter.
Yes, new things pop up on the menu, and as your number one choice of food and entertainment, we're here to enjoy the bayou so you don't have to. She's vegan. I'm not. Where is our fireflies?
It's time to foodie and chill.
Even though the water level is low, the Riverside Mill is still the Riverside. It's just not milling as much water as it normally does. However, with this menu update, it is causing me some foodie discomfort in a good way. You have this brand new pulled pork sandwich, this gigantic Hawaiian roll actually, with coleslaw and barbecue sauce. I've never seen a Hawaiian roll this shape, but I am not knocking it. It's almost more like a pulled pork hoagie than a pulled pork sandwich. This is a thicken. Now, they did give me the option for coleslaw on the side or coleslaw on the top, and it does come with fries. I opted for the coleslaw on the top because if I'm going to do the pulled pork sandwich, I might as well pull the string and go for broke. Princess has told me several times throughout the period of time we've known each other that I have faces. My faces say a lot. So, leave in the comments, what does this face say? Riverside Mill, you lied to me. I don't like it when my food lies to me. Pulled pork, juicy, wonderful, tasty, well seasoned. Barbecue sauce, tangy, not near enough of it, but I could have asked for more. Coleslaw is crunchy, flavorful, not overboard, not trying to like outshine the star, which is definitely the pulled pork. My issue, okay, is the bun. This is not a Hawaiian roll. This is the typical Disney coconut bread, the same one you get at Ohana, the same one you get at Sebastian's Bistro. So what I taste in my mouth is coconut with pulled pork. And I absolutely hate it. I'm not a fan. It's not a vibe. It's just powdery coconut bread. Luckily for somebody, not me, this sandwich is also popular at Captain Cook's. Because it's Polynesian, I'm going to assume it's on this same offensive bread. It's a shame because the pork was good. But in my mouth now, even minutes later, all I taste is the coconut bread. Ruins it. Ruins. Gollum style, okay? 2.25 out of 5 claws. I don't like it when you lie in my food descriptions. Everybody knows what a Hawaiian roll is. This is not a Hawaiian roll.
Our beloved Pop Burger has finally made itself over to the moderate resorts at Riverside Mill and Sassagoula. This is my favorite. They do have red onion in this one. It's not white onion. And the big twist of the day is a vegan cheese. This is something that I was expecting to see at Contempo Cafe when we went and had their new plant-based burger. But alas, it's at Riverside Mill? So weird. And then, of course, you always got to get extra sauce to dip. Because if you don't dip this burger and eat it with the sauce, what are you doing with your life? I gotta say, that is one delicious burger. I feel like the second time I had my burger at Pop, it wasn't as good as every other place that I have been to at this point. So, like, the Pop Burger has evolved in all the best ways. And I think now my favorite place to enjoy the Pop Burger is Riverside Mill. We'll see about Sassagoula. Maybe I'll order it, maybe I won't. We'll see. But this is amazing. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. Everybody come here and get you one of these burgers with cheese.
The secret sauce is the sandwich, but then it gets secret sauce. This plant-based burger, it is catching. It's like a zombie apocalypse, but nobody screamed or died yet. Delicious, chunky, cheesy, pickly. I like the size of your pickles. It's like I like the cut of your jib, as if I was a pirate. Either way, give it a dunky dunk. Yeah. Saucy. The cheese really sells it. Goes a long way to adding another layer of flavor you expect. It's definitely given more In-N-Out style. Not an animal style, which is the best style, but it's still good. I would give that 5 out of 5 claws on Embarrassed Zesty's list. We've had a lot of these. This is definitely the best one yet. The madness will never cease as Disney World continues to hang on to this bucket of fries thing they've had going on here for like 6-7 months, probably longer at this point. You have the street corn fries. So we've had Cuban fries, we've had teriyaki fries, we've had, I think it's like the 4th or 5th different version of these fries we've had so far. They have been of varying quality, most of them not great. These look promising. You got tons of crema, tons of the Cotija cheese. You're seeing some of that street corn madness on there. I see some peppers here hiding below the surface. Maybe these are going to be the fries that finally turn my life around. These fries actually may have something here. The peppers combined with the Cotija and then the crema sing. You get like little hits of corn as you're biting through it. With actually crispy french fries. I thought the french fries were going to be like a soggy mess, but they're actually still fairly crispy underneath. That combined with all the toppings, that is what I expect these fries to be about. This feels like an elevated version of cheese fries, not just some like we took fries and dumped some random sauce we happen to have on top. I would give these 3.75 out of 5 claws.
When I look at this Mediterranean bowl, the first thing that comes to mind is the Spice Girls. Spice Girls goodbye. Because this one is on its way out. And you couldn't see why, right? Like, you can totally see why. This couscous is cold, barely cooked. These meatballs, they're decent looking, but not great. And what is happening with this bread? I don't even want to talk about it. It's salty, it's greasy. I am scared to put that in my body. I'm going to grab a meatball with some couscous and the sauce. Ooh, a raisin. No, thank you. What's weird to me is that pretty much everything in this bowl is served cold except for the meatballs. And that's just, I don't know. I'm glad to see this one go. I'm sick of it. Honestly, I wish I had had this before I ate the burger because it's like night and day. The meatballs are probably the best thing in the dish. I do not like the couscous. There's raisins in here. Why? Not a fan. The sauce is okay, but it's just kind of bland. It doesn't add anything. And yeah, this bread is like a heart attack city. I'm good. I'm good on the bread. This is a 2 out of 5 bowls. She needs to go. She's on her last leg, clearly, and she needs to go.
This Mediterranean bowl has balls enough to stick around long past its foodie expiration date here at the resorts, but it seems to be hanging on here at Riverside Mill, and hang on in chow. Plenty of sauce, plenty of balls, 3 balls, and some bread. Watching the cast members serve in this bowl is very similar to a Mandalorian and Grogu style side quest. A bunch of seemingly random movements that in the end, while entertaining, kind of made you question yourself. That's where I am with this already, like just looking at it. Meatballs from one area, pickled onions from another, couscous from one, bread from seemingly nowhere, and then tons and tons of the crema. At least they're not skipping on the sauce. Got cucumbers in here, you got peppers in here. It's a saucy, meaty, plant-based meaty boy. I feel as if times you're at the pickle lane. There are foods in which hot and cold works. That's not every food. Ice cream and brownie works. Ice cream and cookie works. Churros should be hot. Pizza, hot or cold. I know. Burgers, hot. Ice cream. It's either going to be ice cold or there's fried ice cream. Again, you got to pick your battles. Doing both, not always a good thing. The couscous on its own, I like. Couscous with warm meatball, I'm not sure I'm a fan. The sauce is saucy. The couscous, it's got some things. It's filled. It's tasty. Warm meatballs on top of it, though. They just come off as warm mush on top of delicious couscous. I'll give that 3 out of 5 claws. Brand new tarts, new treats. We have this chocolate marshmallow tart. You have toasted marshmallows and chocolate in this tart configuration. Graham cracker tart. So it's basically a s'more. I don't know where the pretzels come in, but I will take the pretzels and the stars because we're all stars, right? Go see Wish. Don't give me that look. Go see Wish. Cut out some of this tart in a little pie formation. That's all tarts are, right? Just little miniature pies, at least at Disney. If you blindfolded this and fed it to me, I would think s'more. But then I would ask for some more because it is quite tasty. Tons of chocolate, just the right amount of marshmallow. The tart tastes graham cracker-y, but doesn't have the graham cracker sort of crunch to it. But it still fits really good. Got a little bite to it, a little bit of texture, but a good flavor. Rich, but not overly rich. Just the right amount of s'more. Not too s'more, just s'more. 4 out of 5 claws. In addition to all these menu updates, we also have a brand new grab-and-go salad, the Cajun chicken salad. You have nice chilled cut pieces of Cajun seasoned chicken on top of iceberg lettuce. We have some tomatoes, a pile of cheese, and chopped red onion. Some looks like boiled corn, and then the dressing. We're gonna dress the thing, and then we're gonna toss it, princess style.
Need 2 forks if you're gonna toss it my way.
Haha! I came prepared. Princess style is double forking it. Get in there and you toss it like an old Shoney's commercial or Soup Plantation. Did they have commercials? I'm sure.
They did.
Toss your own salad. The salad and your taste buds will thank you. Dive right in. Got some of that iceberg lettuce, which is probably like the most boring lettuce on the planet. Let's get a tomato. I already got some cheese in here. And let's go. Honestly, it's much better than I expected for a grab-and-go salad. Now, we did pick through the salads to make sure we got one that looked fresh, even though the sticker on it does normally tell you when it's been made. This one said made yesterday, but it looked like it had been made today. So we took a gamble, but it's actually really fresh. The chicken is in fact juicy. I was afraid it was going to be like dried out and like fridge chicken. It's like Cajun light though. It's like a very, very light touch of the Cajun seasoning, hence the color. But the chicken is at least well seasoned and not dry. Iceberg lettuce is fine. It's got a crunch to it. The cheese helps. Corn, I can do without the raw onions, but if you're looking for something quick, something grab and go, I think this will fall neatly into that category. It just won't be something you tell your friends about tomorrow. 3.25 out of 5 claws. I think we've milled through ourselves here.
I really enjoyed Riverside Mill's options. They do have the plant-based Greek-style pita, but it was out at the moment. And then also a new mustard chicken wrap for Bear. Maybe when we go to Mardi Gras or Sasagula, they might have it over there. They should. And we'll keep going.
Because there are more things to do by the Riverside.
Yes. This is the plant-based Greek-style pita. This is the third time that we had it. The first time we had it was at our crawl of new food at Pop Century and Art of Animation. And the second time we had it was when we did our crawl of all the new food at the All Stars. Now, they did replace the chickpea curry salad at Mardi Gras and Muddy Rivers with this. And then this is also available at Riverside Mill and Sassagoula. When we had it at the Value Resorts, the Impossible was really thin, and I thought it tasted a lot better, and they added that harissa. With this one, it's a lot thicker, but also, in the first time that we've had this, we got chips with the pita, and it is the same price that we paid at the other locations. So I'm interested to see if they're offering chips at all of the other locations now too. So please tell me in the comments if you guys have been at these resorts, received this item, and got chips. Now I'm going to take the pita. Actually, I'm gonna take in this slice. Opening it up. There's that harissa up in there, and it looks like Impossible, like just slabs with a harissa on top, and then I'm just gonna add the tzatziki. I'm gonna go hard. Why not? Lettuce, pickled onion, tomato, and cucumber. In this very sturdy pita. This one was actually made 2 days ago, and it's still very sturdy, though it's starting to get a little soft. The cold Impossible still weirds me out. That's like the one thing. I wish that they would serve it at the hot bar, so then you could have a hot Impossible. You definitely don't want to stick it in the microwave unless you take the Impossible out, microwave it individually, and then throw it back in here, which we could do. They do have microwaves here. But I don't know. This is actually really good. I'm a person that likes chips in my sandwiches, and since I got chips with this, I think this would be better if I added chips to it. Outside of that, I think it's still pretty decent. It's definitely better than the first one that I got. I don't know if it's better than the one that I got at the Value Resorts, though. I think the thinner Impossible is the one to look for if you're like searching for the perfect pita in the refrigerated cabinet. Try to find a thin one. It's much better. I will give this one, though, a 3.75 out of 5. Pitas, it is, I feel a little Greek inspired. Just a smidge. I could use some like Greek seasoning.
I don't know if we've ever expressly said it, but one Princess and the Bear tip, if we can provide you any, is that if you're at a grab and go at a resort, treat it like the grocery store. Almost every grab and go item that has a sticker on it has a package date on it. Be picky. Shift through them, pick the one that looks best to you. Don't just grab the first one. You can if you don't care, but grab the best one. They are not all made equal. Some aren't made equal. You may find different quality of ingredients. If it looks bad when you pick it up, even at the very least, I would say put that one back and grab another. Trust your instincts. We definitely will sort through and find the best one because, I mean, if we're paying for it, we want the best. Do we not? I'm still on the fence about this pita. I understand it's where it's going, but its construction is always odd to me. This is the first iteration of this plant-based gyro that's been where I feel like all the ingredients are equal. I feel like this is what Subway or a comparable sandwich shop would think a gyro is. Like if they made a plant-based gyro, this is what I would expect. Mind you, they would probably toast it for you if you asked, but that's the vibes I'm getting. It has potential. I think over time it may get a little bit better. The chickpea salad bowls, went through some of them in the beginning where they were like very inconsistent. Hopefully over time this gets a lot better as well. For now, I think it's still a great item. I think it's a worthy replacement, but it still needs a little something. I give that 3.75 out of 5 claws. Believe it or not, with all the new items that we had listed to get when coming to this resort, one of the ones I was most excited for was this one, a honey mustard chicken wrap. I am actually a honey mustard fiend. I put some artificial limits on myself, but if I could, I would buy. There was a time where in our fridge I had 4 different types of honey mustard. on 4 different honey mustards from like different brands that were essentially the same thing, but I like different flavors of honey mustard for different things. Sometimes I'm fine with Publix brand. Then I want Newman's for one thing. Then I want a different honey mustard for my salads. Like, I'm a honey mustard nut.
Oh, don't forget you're making me agave mustard.
I do. I stopped buying honey mustard and started making agave mustard from scratch. The princess can have it on like breakfast sandwiches and everything else. I'm not giving up my sweet mustards. Tart mustard has its place, but every once in a while, I want something a little fairy dusted, if you will. So this, big pieces of chicken. It's grilled chicken with lettuce and a little bit of cheese in there. I wasn't expecting one so robust. Grab-and-go wraps have been pretty bad, but this one's actually constructed very well. It's not soggy, and nothing's fallen out of it, even when I picked it up. That is a good sign. I swear to you, this is a honey mustard I've had before. It's either Newman's or there's another brand that I've had I used to put on my salads. This is really, really close to. And yes, I can taste the brands. It's terrible. Honey mustard is not good for you, but call it a vice. It could be drugs. Instead, it's honey mustard. This is a great grab-and-go wrap. I would easily, on a park day where we weren't filming, say that we didn't have this YouTube channel, I would grab this, throw in a backpack, hop on the bus, and go to the park. Rather than take a chance on anything I would eat at, say, Magic Kingdom opening day or Magic Kingdom before the fireworks. Would I want to wait in a sweaty line outside Casey's Corner? No. Nobody wants to wait in a hot, sweaty line with other hot, sweaty people. When I already have a wrap in my bag ready to go because it's a grab and go, do I want to wait in line in Cosmic Rays for subpar McDonald's food? Absolutely not. Do I want Pinocchio Village House? Maybe, but also crowded and hot. So, I mean, grabbing resort food and going to the parks, that's a no-brainer for me. I give this 4 out of 5 claws.
So we cannot come to Scat Cats and not get my beloved artichoke cakes. These were introduced for Black History Month like 2 years ago, and they've remained on the menu ever since. It doesn't get enough love, and I kind of think it's because of the Black History item. It doesn't get enough love. I'm gonna leave that alone. Bear can probably expand on that, but I love this. I love these artichoke cakes. They are delicious. They have a beautiful remoulade with them, and they have a nice little crispy action. Typically, these ones don't feel so crispy. I think it's just the mixture that they use to make these. It is super, super, super flavorful. It doesn't matter the cook. I could stand for this one to be a little crispier, crunchier, but regardless, it's still cooked pretty well. It's got a nice little like light brownish to it, and the flavor is immaculate. So no matter what, it's gonna be good. And then the sauce is delicious. I would even maybe suggest asking for extra sauce if you are a sauce boss and you want, super saucy situation. Some people do. Some people want their food swimming in sauce. Wet. This might be one of those things. I will give this a 4.75 out of 5. Artichoke cakes, this is probably my favorite thing that has remained from any Celebrating Soulfully ever. Yeah, ever.
It is Pride Month, and we celebrate Pride Month every month. We are uniquely, well, not uniquely, but dedicated to being what we would call a very inclusive channel to all peoples, all diets, all things, because we love people and we love love. In regards to this being a Black History Month item from years ago, Disney is especially egregious in this account of stripping the culture away from cultural foods. And that to me is a bigger issue than the fact this doesn't get enough love, is taking things that would be uniquely of a culture, like taking pot stickers and making them universally dumplings or anything else like that. The culture informs the food, and stripping that away strips away the recognition and the visibility of some cultures, and I don't love that. I understand that Disney homogenizes a lot of cultures, even in the movies, like Moana and Frozen. You're taking a bunch of cultures and you're mashing them up and you're like, boom, here you go. That's good in some regards, but you also leave out some marginalized groups. Be sure to recognize your fellow minorities. Don't just claim them as this is a minority friend. Learn about your people during Pride Month and every month. I digress. Back to the food. Diving into these island cakes with the biggest quotes I can manage. I'm taking that pepper, artichoke cake.
Years ago.
See, even I'm messing it up at this point. There we go. I feel like the artichoke cakes need a harder sear. It's good, but I need like a crispier top. Otherwise, once they started sitting in the sauce, they start to get kind of mushy. But the flavor does not miss. It's well seasoned from end to end. The sauce is plentiful. I like the addition of the peppers. The assorted greens on top, like you just robbed somebody's neighborhood garden. I'll let that pass. I'm not going to blame the arugula Illuminati for this one, but that's not arugula mainly. But if it was, I would blame them 100%. As they are, they're still a really good cake. I give that 4.25 out of 5 claws.
So you cannot come to Port Orleans and abstain from beignets. We already didn't put boiled peanuts in this crawl, so we have to put beignets in this crawl. And the foodie gods have graced us once again. Thank you, Sir Mickey, for providing another vegan sauce. So it used to be, as of October 2025, I think, it was just the chocolate. And they had removed said strawberry. And now you get both. So I'm super excited. I'm going to cut into one of these beignets. Ooh. And then I'm going to dip it in the strawberry. Whee! And then it's getting chocolate too. It's like a chocolate dipped strawberry beignet. And that is why I prepared my napkin up to here. Because I have sneezed powdered sugar up on myself, and I'm not about to do that today. Cheers. That tastes like a chocolate dipped strawberry with a little pillowy goodness on the side. That is the stuff of dreams. A delectable little morsel. It's a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess item. There's something about dipping the strawberry and the chocolate together with the beignet that just makes it extra special.
Port Orleans and beignets are like this, or as we playfully call them in the comfort of our home, beignatis, because we're not coming here and not getting some beignatis. Like, we're going to get some beignatis. Even if we come here and you don't see it on video, there's a chance we ordered them anyway and then either ate them or took them home, because we'll do that. It's one of the other local Disney adult privileges that we take very seriously. We are never going in Magic Kingdom for those subpar beignatis. We're coming into Port Orleans for our beignatis, okay? Because we bougie like that. Dipping in the sauce. Yeah. Thick. And then even thicker. Yes. Who needs specialty themed vegan beignets when you can just dip it in chocolate and strawberry on your own? Still, we do. The vegans want themed beignets too. There's some of those you could make vegan if you wanted to. Don't be mean. But I'm glad the strawberry sauce is back. The chocolate's always a classic. And who's saying no to beignets? I mean, if you come here, you've seen this line, you know. 4.75 out of 5 claws. Frequently, I would default to just eating the princess beignets, but this time I was feeling some Mickey-shaped ones because the Mickey-shaped ones do not come in a non-vegan configuration. They're just basically the same beignets. They're not really that different, but you don't get shapes if you're vegan, and that's kind of mean. But you do get an additional dipping sauce. We also have a caramel. The caramel has dairy in it, so none for the princess. But in the honor of her dip, I'm also going to do a triple dip. So we're going to do a strawberry. Maybe. So thick. We're going to do a caramel. And we're going to do a chocolate. Just like you might get from like an apple from the confectionery on Main Street. That shouldn't taste good, but it tastes amazing. I don't like caramel apples, like at all. Like I think they're messy and the hard candy in the apple is kind of, the texture throws me off. It gives like one of those like weird chills down my spine. You just want to yank my spine out and replace it with like a cyborg spine and then go on a rampage through, similar to Mortal Kombat. Yeah, one of those. A fatality. But to myself, I just don't like caramel apples. They just don't work for me. But this is a problem. You know, I didn't think I was going to eat all three of these. But sauce combination, because things are a vehicle for sauce. As our friend Universal Orlando Vegan says, these might disappear. They may not make it to the house. I'm just going to be honest. 5 out of 5 claws. So on Mary says this. There's a reason why these are so popular. Take a bus, hop on a boat, get over here, get you some vignettes. Any excuse to come to Port Orleans is always going to be a good one.
We've actually been here 3 days in a row trying to get certain things. There are 2 new burgers, one at each resort, Riverside Mill and Sassagoula. The one that I remember is the Muffaletta, which is here at Sass, and I forgot the one that's over at Riverside Mill.
Some mushroom burger?
No, the mushroom is the Muffaletta.
Oh.
So yeah, so Bear got the chicken wrap, which is new. Bear got the pulled pork sandwich, which is new. Of course, Greek style pita was just added. The plant-based burger, which was crazy, we got with cheese. That's cool. The Sassagoula menu does say the Korean Impossible burger on the app still, but I assure you it is the plant-based burger that is available, and the Korean Impossible burger is not here.
Pour one out for the Korean burger.
Also new desserts is the assorted macaroons, which we did check are not vegan. S'mores chocolate-marshmallow tart, which you guys saw. The cookie butter cheesecake, which Bear was not about. And then the Mickey-shaped peanut butter brownie. Also the chocolate marshmallow hazelnut croissant. I think you had that somewhere else. I want to say the Values, maybe?
That was a cookie
was
butter.
It Pop AOA?
Yeah.
Okay. Gouda mushroom. That's the one. The Gouda mushroom burger is the one over at Riverside Mill. If you are vegetarian, you could ask for either the Gouda mushroom or the Muffaletta to be replaced with the Impossible patty and make that vegetarian. No more Mediterranean curry salad. The only place I've seen that at this juncture is Caribbean Beach, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be gone soon. They did replace the charcuterie. No more beef and fried shrimp burger. No more grilled chicken parm. No turkey roasted turkey with pimento cheese wrap. No turkey pimento cheese wrap. And there was a honey barbecued pork sandwich. I think you had that once before. That is now gone. And banana bread with praline topping. That's all the things. That's all the changes.
Whole list of things and items. We showed you a little snippet, but obviously there's always more to do. That's
so
why
many.
We keep popping up. But we don't know what your favorites was, or maybe your favorite that we missed. Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you can see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, maybe Bear will just be a Marty bear. He's emerged from the water, and now he's a martyr.
Up that thing on him. But you heard the girl.